Welcome to Hannity. All right, buckle up. Tonight, major progress on multiple fronts in our quest for equal justice. At this hour, John Durham's investigation into the origins of this Russia witch hunt is now causing massive panic among many deep state officials, including many at the top upper echelon of the CIA. Again, not rank and file. Remember last week, the New York Times reported Durham's investigation, quote, provoked anxiety in the ranks of the CIA. And according to the American Spectator tonight, many top officials, they are now running scared, and for good reason. 2016, an international effort to spy on the Trump campaign, the Trump transition team, and yes, the Trump presidency. It all occurred. Multiple secret undercover informants were involved. All told, at least 3. Possibly more Trump associates were actively spied on abroad in what was an unprecedented effort to surveil on a political campaign. That means there is tonight in America the strong possibility that in 2016, what would be illegal intelligence gathering against American citizens and an American campaign was actually subcontracted out to allied countries to purposely circumvent U.S. law, constitutional civil liberties, have them do the dirty work and pass it on to our guys as if that would be legal. So what did these top CIA officials, not rank and file, at the top, what did they know? When did they know it? Because at the very same time, Christopher Steele, Hillary Clinton's bought and paid for dirty Russian dossier with Russian lies, misinformation, propaganda, was allegedly being pushed by then CIA director, the guy by the name of John Brennan. And by the way, all of this happened on Obama and sleepy, creepy, crazy Uncle Joe's watch, not Donald Trump's. Brennan, now a paid official 24/7 Trump hater on conspiracy TV, MSNBC, every second, every minute, every hour of every day hating Trump. He should be very worried tonight. He has previously called the president treasonous. But tonight, it looks far more likely, far more plausible that, in fact, it was Brennan who used his huge power and influence at the Central Intelligence Agency to spread lies, propaganda, misinformation to influence a presidential election. How deep this goes, we will find out. And it's not just Brennan who needs to be held accountable. This culture of corruption among these high-ranking officials that still are serving in our government appears to be alive and well. According to the Times, quote, senior agency officials have questioned why the CIA's analytical work should be subjected to a federal prosecutor's scrutiny. By the way, to the credit of the CIA director now, Gina Haspel, she said she will fully cooperate, and everybody in her agency will fully cooperate. I have news for these senior officials, though, by the way. Nobody in this country is above the law. Nobody. We are a constitutional republic. We are based on the civil liberties of we, you, we, the people, not the government. Fidelity to our constitutional civil liberties, that is a cornerstone of successful civil society. Now, we do entrust what is absolutely positively, and I'm proud of this because we need them, the world's single most powerful tools of intelligence to protect us against many enemies, both foreign and domestic. Those enemies are real. These powerful tools, however, are never to be weaponized against the American people or political opponents or political campaigns. And mark my words, we will get to the bottom of this. John Durham will uncover the truth. We will get the equal justice that we, the American people, deserve. It is a sad chapter that some people would abuse their power to this level. Because when it comes to spying, you can destroy anybody in the country. That's why we have a Constitution, which is the foundation of our rule of law, which is where our civil liberties come from. The president, the attorney general are all dedicated to stopping this abuse of power from ever happening again, no matter who was involved. Let's take a look.
You clearly believe there was a group of people working against you. Do you think President Obama was behind it?
I would say that he certainly must have known about it because it went very high up in the chain, but you're going to find that out. I'm not going to make that statement quite yet, but I would say that President Obama had to know about it. A previous administration used the intelligence data and the intelligence agencies to spy on my campaign.
Do you believe that President Obama spied on your campaign?
I don't know, but hopefully we're going to find out.
Now, keeping the deep state in check will be an ongoing struggle. It will take time. We won't stop. For example, over the weekend, even the New York Times issued a report about America's escalating online attacks against Russia's power grid. Now, the Times is alleging that the president was purposely left in the dark about these new measures. Quote, officials described broad hesitation to go into detail with Mr. Trump about operations against Russia for concern over his reaction and the possibility that he might countermand or discuss it with foreign officials. Excuse me, but whether Washington, unelected, unaccountable bureaucrats like it or not, President Trump was a duly elected president of the American people. He was given his power as commander-in-chief by the American people, not by Washington swamp and sewer creatures. And he must be briefed on any serious security measure that this country takes against an international foe. And yes, Russia is a foe, a hostile regime run by a hostile actor by the name of Vladimir Putin. By the way, as an aside, I'll just throw this out there. You want to bring Russia and Putin to their knees? This country can and should outproduce them in terms of energy. And when we do that and use the vast resources that are far bigger than theirs and help our allies with what is the lifeblood of every economy, oil and gas, guess what? They'll be in deep trouble. But you do have these holier-than-thou James Comey super patriots in our nation's capital. They've got to be stopped. The will of the American people must be served. We must be protected from what is a powerful few unelected, unaccountable bureaucrats. And for many years, one of those powerful, unelected bureaucrats, there she is, was Hillary Clinton. Tonight, the fallout from her reckless mishandling of top-secret classified information during her time as Secretary of State is far from over, as the Attorney General said to Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina. And breaking just moments ago, our very own Catherine Herridge is now reporting at this hour that an ongoing State Department probe has now identified at least 15 individuals who mishandled classified material associated with Clinton's illicit secret server that was in the mom-and-pop shop bathroom closet. So far, the State Department's review has uncovered 30 serious security incidents, and those numbers could get much higher as the investigation continues to unfold. An incredibly scary situation. Without a doubt, Hillary Clinton put state secrets, yes, lives, methods, sources in jeopardy, and she didn't act alone. She broke the law. It's clear. 18 U.S.C. 793, and then she tried to cover it up. You know the story, why she wiped clean the hard drives, bleach bit, hammers, SIM cards. And by the way, now we have at least 15 other individuals who have been implicated in what is Clinton's gross misconduct. All must be held accountable.